Y'all women are only talking and have phones and internet and running your fucking mouth about men and divorce and child support. Y'all only doing that because we allow it. If men as a whole decided that we want y'all to shut the fuck up, who would stop us? Who would stop us from doing whatever the fuck we want to y'all? Y'all even exist in harmony and have a good life and able to work because we allow it, because we're good people. Because men as a whole are good people. Because if we decided otherwise, we know what other men have done. As a whole, if we decided as a whole that we were going to be barbaric to you stupid motherfuckers, to you ungrateful. What has a man done? I can do what a man does. You can't suppress us. We can suppress you. Yeah, get mad at my comment. Get mad over the fear. Fear that, bitch.
Well, what are some questions that you're asking while on these dates to truly understand a man's mindset? I've been married for 11 years, and here's some questions I would ask if I was dating. For the girlies out there who are single and you would like to be married, I think these are some very important questions that you will want to ask just to get to know him better and get to know his mentality before even deciding if this is your person. First question that I have is, what are your thoughts on misogyny and why? That's all I need to know. If I was dating today in 2026, that's the first question I would ask a man. Do you even know what misogyny is? My reasoning for asking him this question, it would tell me a lot. Is he open to having difficult conversation? Is he okay with allowing me as a woman to speak my truth? Because the truth is, misogyny only affects women. And I don't want a surface level answer. I need in-depth answer. Like, I need you to explain to me why you feel like misogyny is a good thing, why you feel like misogyny is a bad thing. You may be surprised what comes out this man's mouth.
I feel like all females is hoes.
I wouldn't even ask your name, because I don't care. I wouldn't care about your name. I wouldn't care about your birthday. I wouldn't care about your favorite color. I don't care about what you like to eat. I don't care about your favorite places that you've traveled to, but what I do care about is what you think about misogyny. Don't forget the and why. The and why is important, because you just telling me, oh, misogyny, it's messed up. Why do you think it's messed up? If we can't have these types of conversations, you're not the man for me. Because what are you going to do when it's time for us to figure out how we should parent? What's going to happen when it's time for us to overcome simple conflicts within a relationship? That is definitely the first question I would ask a man. Because I'm telling y'all, a lot of men, they're not going to know what misogyny is.
I don't treat women as equal, so I need to be the leader and just kind of guide you through everything.
A lot of heterosexual men don't like women for real.
They're not the way that we understand what misogyny is. They're not. We're the ones who experience misogyny. And I think if you're in a place where you want to be married and you want to be in a relationship, asking that question, what are your thoughts on misogyny? If he doesn't get it right, you have an opportunity to open his eyes. You have an opportunity to help him understand deeper. But is he willing to hear that? That's how you know if that's your man or not. If he's willing to hear with an open ear, he does not get defensive, he's willing to learn and grow, that's your man. That's your man. If he gets defensive and he wants to argue you down about how women have it easy, run. I'm telling you, I've been married for 11 years. Just trust me on this. There are a lot of things now, because of my marriage, that I've learned throughout the years that I would absolutely have asked my husband. The person that you want to be with, you want them to have a growth mindset. You don't want a rigid thinker. You want someone who's flexible. When you first start a relationship, everyone comes into the relationship with a representative. The personality that you show this person is who you are, but not 100%. You're going to show them a perfect person, a perfect version of yourself. That's why they have a thing called the honeymoon phase. The honeymoon phase is where both people show up perfectly, and it's like, this is like so good. This is too good to be true. It's like a fairy tale. You're in love. You see no wrong within that person. Within the second to third year, you start seeing them for who they are. You start seeing things that you did not see at the beginning. And this is when you genuinely start learning the person that you're with and seeing them for who they are. So it's like the removing of the veil, if you will. And these questions that I would ask would remove the veil before even getting into a relationship. It just gives you a little bit of insight into how this person thinks. My next question would be, what trait do you believe is important in a spouse? Logic or emotional intelligence? This will also allow you to know if the man that you're with is a misogynist. Like, all of these questions allow you to know if he is misogynistic. And the whole thought of women being less than a man or a man being superior to a woman is solely stemmed off of the fact that they believe that our emotions is a weakness.
Women are the inferior gender, and we need to step up and be leaders in every way, because realistically speaking, you guys are emotional, erratic, and make a lot of bad decisions. And
they feel so much emotions, they got so many demons in their mind, which is why they need a man.
And that their logic is more beneficial than our emotional thinking. And I'm like, now don't get me wrong, you need a little bit of both. Okay, so some of the benefits to being logical is that you make clear decisions, you have effective problem solving and objectivity. The cons is potential emotional disconnection. How are you supposed to be with someone who's emotional when you are emotionally disconnected? Overlooking intuition. What do we use? Our intuition has never failed us. It never will. Analysis paralysis and difficulty with nuanced human intention. In the words of Dominic,
my God on today, yes!
That is everything that a woman needs. Everything that a woman needs to feel safe, secure, seen, and heard in a relationship, let alone a marriage. I say it all the time. Cheating is not the only reason why marriages end. It really isn't. The reality of it is, women, we genuinely can get over you cheating. But can we get over being with a man who's emotionally disconnected? Absolutely the fuck not. Can we get over a man who has difficulty with nuanced human interactions? Absolutely not. A marriage is not, it's not rigid. You create what you define marriage to be. So to be with someone who has this one way, my way, or the highway mindset, absolutely a woman is gonna leave. After so many years of dealing with that, you're going to leave. You're going to leave. Because it literally crosses the lines of like manipulation, control, because I have to do what you want. Pros to being emotional, deeper connections, creativity, empathy, and motivation. But cons are feeling overwhelmed, because like you're up and down, no balance there. You are vulnerable to being manipulated. So to have a man who only thinks logically, because you're in a situation where how you think does not matter, how you feel does not matter, because he's logically thinking about everything. This is good. And potential for negativity or burnout. It makes perfect sense. Some of you are tired. I'm just saying. That's a very good question to ask. Which trait do you believe is important in a spouse? Logic or emotional intelligence? That'll let you know. Is this man a misogynist? Is he teeter-tottering? It's why go on the second, third, fourth, fifth date for him to be your boyfriend, for you to then find out that he's a misogynist. We could X-nay on the boyfriend A immediately on the first date. I wouldn't waste my time. A man wouldn't get a chance to waste my time because I'm getting straight to it. This one is good. What trait do you believe a feminine woman should have? We know the conversations about femininity and what a soft woman is and what a masculine woman is, and a woman should be this and a woman should be that, and let him tell you the type of woman that he's looking for.
Yeah, I know this is going to sound really, really sexist, but I do think girls are made to cook and clean. I think it's their job in this earth is to cook and clean, because
I want my woman to cook, to clean, she can't go out with her girlfriends unless they're married. She has to dress a certain way because she's representing me. A man.
That'll also let you know if he's misogynistic. I love that question. Like I said, I wouldn't even be sharing my name. I wouldn't. The way you would have to answer these questions and the way you answer these questions would tell me everything I needed to know about you and your mindset, and whether or not you're a man that I would be able to be with. This is my last question. How do you handle conflict? Do you avoid, shut down, or address it head on? Is he willing to resolve? Is he going to avoid it? Is he the type that thinks like, okay, yeah, we had an argument earlier, but it's 2 hours now and you should be over it? Is he the type to even want to talk about it? Because there's no way you could be in a relationship, a long-term relationship, a marriage with someone, and avoid every single thing. Like, you can't avoid. There's no avoiding. Avoiding only makes it worse. And are you willing to address it head on? But there's also a way that you can do that. You can address things head on without it leading to both parties yelling and screaming or someone being hurt. Obviously, the truth hurts, but there is a way to tell the truth in love. There is a way for a man to speak to a woman and a woman to speak to a man where you can be direct, you can address things without it coming to having to diminish them or talk down or belittle them. So I believe these are some good questions. I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comments if you have any questions that you would like to add to the list. Let's help the girls out. What is a question that you would ask if you were dating currently, if you are married? And if you are single, what are some questions that you're asking while on these dates to truly understand a man's mindset? If you enjoyed this video, make sure you check out my next one down below.